Welcome in, everybody. Hello, it is Saturday, the eve of the main slate of Week 13 in fantasy football. Hello, everybody. Thank you very much for being here. This is the Start Sit Saturday show. Again, this is the main edition, main slate, Start Sit, lineup advice, Q&A. Of course, if you goats have questions for the Commissioner Rhino or myself, we're more than happy to answer them for you. Hence Q and A. Well, I mean, the chat is already popping. I mean, guys are just anxious.
I like to see that, man. That puts a big old smile on my face.
The goats are anxious, and I understand why. We're at the height of the battle.
Yeah,
it is goat time. Absolutely.
Yes,
whether you're in one league, which is a home league, or whether you're in several leagues, one home league, one office league, one a secondary gathering of sorts. Hey man, I get it. A lot of us play for prizes. Monetary prizes. A lot of us play for the love, just for the bragging glory. Yeah. Many of us play for both. I'm
in more money leagues this year than I've ever had before in my life.
Yeah, and again, when we say money leagues, again, let's take the actual monetary value out of it for a second. Even if it's for a minimal small amount that you could actually win at the end of the rainbow, to me, and I'm sure to many out there, it's more the bragging, more saying hell yeah.
Hell yes, it is.
Hell yeah, I won. Before we get into some of these questions that are already live and coming in hot, do you want to tell our goats about the boss Commissioner Rhino move that you pulled off today? I didn't want to talk to you about this.
That's funny.
Off camera, behind the scenes. I did not want to share this because I wanted your reaction. B, you know exactly what I am referring to.
Yes.
C, this is one of the bedrock reasons and principles as to what we're here doing is to help you goats, to provide you with our experiences that we have in fantasy football. And again, the two of us have been playing for. There aren't that many people. I'm almost willing to bank on it. There aren't going to be too many people out there out of the millions that have been playing longer than 20 plus years. I happen to be one of them, and I'm sure there's definitely a lot of them out there, but not that many of the millions have been playing as long as I have, or as long as Commissioner Rhino. Please tell everybody the boss move that was performed today at about, 3:30, 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah, it was about that. So first of all, if you guys don't have your notifications on for your leagues, then shame on you guys. So with that being said, I was putting stuff away from Costco, and I see this alert saying that somebody dropped J.K. Dobbins. So bam, I dropped Tajay Spears, picked him up, put J.K. Dobbins on the IR, and picked up Tajay Spears. Some people when they're playing fantasy football, they play checkers. I play chess.
We all strive to play chess. God. We all strive to, but so let's back up for a second. So just so I could continue to wrap my mind around it, and for everyone else to wrap their minds around it. You don't have the roster space, but you do have the IR spot.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now, someone in the league wants the news that J.K. Dobbins was in fact going on IR, which he is in fact going. He is on IR now for the next 4 games. So that pretty much puts him out of, for lack of a better word, he's not usable anymore to us. Pretty much. I don't know if he comes back week 17. I don't know if I'd be playing him week 17 in a championship game. Nevertheless. somebody in the league who's not out of it either happened to have dropped J.K. Dobbins, did not put J.K. Dobbins, his own player, on the IR. Nope. From there. Okay, so from there. Now he didn't have to clear waivers because again, we're at the we're in that period where it was after I guess after the games that have already been played, or the waiver period is cleared, so he's now a free. And by the way, that's also depending on your league. So nevertheless, J.K. Dobbins was dropped. He is now available. The Commissioner Rhino picks up J.K. Dobbins for no other reason other than he goes on IR. And then what was the corresponding move from there?
I picked up Tajay Spears back up again. I dropped Tajay Spears and I picked it back up.
When did you drop Tajay Spears, though?
I dropped him right after I dropped him to pick up J.K. Dobbins.
That's right. So now J.K. Dobbins is on the IR. Okay, I mean, so you really the boss move of it really was you have J.K. Dobbins stashed on IR, just for purposes maybe possibly down the road.
Yep.
You could use J.K. Dobbins in week 17. That's really the corresponding move there.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. It was a good solid move. We could debate at a later time down the road, come week 16, come the beginning of week 17, whether this man is viable or not. And whether then I'm sure Commissioner Rhino will have a league or two where, I don't know about this league, but because he's got to go through the Shepard.
Yes,
That's why. Yeah. All right, folks.
Run a gauntlet in that.
Really
All
appreciate
right, let's go.
Really appreciate you guys. So we're gonna get right to the we're gonna get cracking here. I know I answered a couple of these. They just pop in even while we are not live. I answered Derek Goat.
Did you get Jordan?
No. I answered Derek Buck Goat. I'm gonna roll with Marvin Harrison here. I mean, look. We know that J.K. Dobbins, just because J.K. Dobbins went on IR, doesn't mean that Kamani Vidal may just start chewing into this dude's production.
Yeah.
In other words, like we know Gus Edwards, who will not be used in the pass catching role. Nevertheless, if he doesn't score, so he's completely touchdown dependent for you, Derek. I mean, shit. If he gets 80 yards without a touchdown and he doesn't catch a ball, that's not a very good day for you, Derek's. So, I mean, I'm going to go with Marvin Harrison's, fantastic upside.
Same here.
Let's go to, I see Tron for us. Hello, dear, the sniper. Ricardo Goat. This is a pretty good one here. We got Bucky. We got Kenny Skywalker.
Ooh, this is a good one.
We got Chase Brown. Now we're going to take two here. There's a very good possibility that just like Bucky Irvin just like completely takes over this backfield. There's a possibility of it, but right now he's still kind of sharing this backfield with Rachaad White, who is not he's not a very good yard per carry running back that we've seen.
He's a good receiving running back, though.
He's the receiving back. So if it's PPR, he's the more viable running back here. But I think Bucky's in a spot where he could just completely. It's close. It's close, and they're playing Carolina.
It's a better matchup.
And they're playing Carolina. I hate to do it here. I really do. But I think I gotta sit Kenny Skywalker.
Really?
I'm not sitting Chase Brown.
Now, see, I think just because so you have the Jets defense, you have Steelers defense. Whose defense is better against the run? The Steelers defense is better against the run.
That's all right. When Chase Brown gets 25 to 30 carries, I don't care how good they are against the run. I don't. Not me. Some, yes, I don't. Just the fact that he's always on the field. The fact that hey, I mean, look, who's to say we don't need him to break off a 25-yarder and tear through the Steelers defensive front seven or their front four. You don't need him for that. Let Joe Shiesty, let Jamar, let the Bengals move the ball, get them to the other side of the field, get them in the red zone. Hey, look, here's again, more to my point. If the Bengals are having a hard time, maybe throwing for touchdowns, throwing for yards, Chase Brown is going to be used in this. He's utilized. He's just fully utilized. There's nobody else is not. Remember when we were all worried about Zach Moss like many moons ago? There's no Zach Moss.
No, I agree.
Ladies and gentlemen,
I'll go Bucky and Chase.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and Kenny Skywalker, he hasn't been playing that well lately. Look,
I'll roll with that.
If Ricardo Goat, if you're hell bent on Kenny Skywalker, I can't be that mad at it. But I'm not here. Let me put it this way: I'm not sitting Chase Brown. So then it becomes between Bucky Irving and Kenny Walker. That's it right there, and it is full PPR. So Chase Brown Chase Brown is everything that we expected, or he's everything that I expected. It is we. Appreciate you, Ricardo. Good luck. There he is. No,
please don't. Reed, no. Don't worry about the situation. He didn't score this week, but
someone offered me CMC and Jaden Reed for Jahmyr Gibbs and DeAndre Hopkins. The other running backs are Saquon and Bucky. My other running backs are Saquon and Bucky.
Gibbs is younger and Gibbs is healthier. Do not do it, please.
Jahmyr Gibbs is his RB2.
Yep.
Bucky Irving's his RB3.
Barkley is the running back god right now. No, I wouldn't do that. There were no indications from the Thanksgiving game that Jahmyr Gibbs made a tweak, a hammy or knee or nothing along those lines, correct? Because I know he didn't have a good second half, or I'm not sure if he had a really good game period altogether. Yeah, they both had a good game the first half. The second half, one of them did. Yeah.
So I mean, I wouldn't take on CMC. I mean, the Niners they're not trending in the right direction. They have a tough game this Sunday.
Left tackle's out. Brock Purdy's.
It's just not trending in the right direction for them.
No, Gibbs has a better offensive line and run behind than 49ers.
What's up, Joan Force, baby? Drop Jeremy McNichols for Braylon Allen. Maybe I should have held on to him. I dropped Jeremy McNichols for Braylon Allen. I mean, if you're the one who's got Breece Hall and you needed Braylon Allen, you were able to get Braylon Allen. Then I mean that's the solid move. I don't quite remember, Tron, whether you do have Breece Hall or not. Unfortunately, I mean, my mind used to work like the Matrix. It doesn't necessarily work like the Matrix anymore. I see, some things do, some things don't. Nevertheless, if you drop Jeremy McNichols, because Austin Eckler's now on IR and now you're regretting it, he's not him.
No.
Let me put it to you that way. He's not him.
If he was, then he would take over Eckler's spot a long time ago.
Brian Robinson Jr. is scheduled to play, I believe, or at least he's going to come to another game time decision.
No, he's a full go. Yeah,
we heard that last time too, and then he was inactive at 11:30 on Sunday. I'm not saying like they played Jedi mind tricks with us on Saturday.
Yeah,
they do.
Yeah, healthy. It's a healthy designation.
And happy Thanksgiving to you, Tron, man. Appreciate you.
No injury designation.
Hey, guys, if you are just joining us goats, and when I mean us goats, the goats that are here firing away questions, getting our experienced advice. Thank you very much for joining us. Please like this stream, the video.
Yeah,
please subscribe. We appreciate you very much. Jamie, how are you? Hey guys, with Brian Robinson playing. Do I flex him or Jennings in the half PPR?
I'm playing Brian Robinson.
Yeah, so like the 80% Brian Robinson, I think, is even a little bit more safer tomorrow than the 80% Brock Purdy throwing to Juwan Jennings in Western New York with about a foot of snow.
Yeah. I think that game's be very run heavy.
I think that's the way we have to, kind of like decipher that code right there. And you just mentioned you think that game's going to be run heavy from both teams, correct?
Yeah.
All right, so then I want to go back to George play. Just because we do believe that CMC will be used tomorrow, George, I don't think that's a reason to then give up, Jahmyr Gibbs to get CMC the following week, or again, I can't imagine their schedule getting much better from here on out, right? It's the 49ers. Without looking for sure.
No, I'm keeping Gibbs.
Maybe we should look for sure. Because here's the thing. I mean, yeah, I'm glad that we're going back to this, as a matter of fact. Because here's the thing: you're keeping Gibbs. We're keeping Gibbs. We still are talking about CMC, although, like, I get like things are just not. They don't seem to be going in the CMC favor. Like, this is almost like this might just be one more game, which very well could be this game, and it's all right, guys. Take the next month off. We'll saddle back up at the end of February for 2025 for the next season. It's kind of going that way.
I'm not giving up CMC. I'm not giving up Gibbs for CMC. No way in hell.
You're making it sound like this. It's a terrible deal right now.
It's not a terrible deal, but you're giving up a younger running back with more upside than CMC. CMC is still dealing with the Achilles tendonitis.
Is he?
Yes.
Is he? Is that reported?
That's what they've been saying.
Well, have they? I didn't know that. In any event, I probably wouldn't do the deal just because of the way the roster is constructed. I mean, George's roster. Yeah. I don't think I would need to. I wouldn't need to do that. I don't think you're gonna get. I don't think Jaden Reed, adding Jaden Reed, right? That's the other part. That's the other piece. I don't really think that's.
No. All right.
For Gibbs and Hopkins. No, I'm gonna play with those running backs.
Did you lose your spot?
No, I don't think so. Jamie, right? Yeah, no. It's Brian Robinson tomorrow. Temper your expectations, though, on both, regardless.
Yeah.
Even if you go the other way, even if you decide to go with Juwan Jennings because, like, for some reason you're just thirsty to see a wide receiver, like, go off on a Sunday night game, right? That's the Sunday night game.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I would advise you to kind of try to, like, hold off on that. I know that we want guys on Sunday night or Monday night. I know that, but that's not a good environment. Brock Purdy is got a problem with his throwing shoulder. A problem. Again, I don't want to go on record.
The cold will affect that too.
It's a problem. So all Niners are all Niner wide receivers are downgraded. CMC happens to be downgraded as well. He's we do expect it to be a running game. Not you're just again. It's tough. It's tough. The Niners are tough right now. Cap Goat.
Cap for life. How you doing, brother?
Cap Goat.
Michael Wilson, Bailey, Vidal, or Disley bench use?
As in, is this a good bench? Well, you know how we feel about the Disley Bear.
Yeah.
I
believe Michael Wilson came up on the injury report today, too.
Looks like. So, I mean, if I'm reading this correctly, this is like the bench, right? Like, this isn't like, should I bench one? It says bench use. We like that. We think that Ville is about to take a step in the right direction or continue to progress further. We think that.
Yeah, definitely chemistry building between him and
Kamani Vidal could possibly be a league winner right now. Possibly, dare I say it? Don't knock on wood, but he possibly could be right now.
Yeah.
You know, J.K. Dobbins had gotten the majority of their snaps, the majority of their carries. J.K. Dobbins was being utilized in the passing game. We should not be surprised, folks, if we see the same thing coming out of Vidal, if not as soon as tomorrow.
Yeah.
In Atlanta. It's possible.
And Disley is like Herbert's number 2 receiver now. Seems like the second
the Disley Bear sniper. Yeah. That's right. Sniper and the Disley Bear. And Cap, Michael Wilson, I'm not a fan of. I'm not a fan of Michael Wilson for the simple fact that there isn't enough pass volume there.
No.
There's just not enough pass volume.
Were you surprised that they signed Connor to an extension, 2-year extension? Did you see that?
Am I surprised? I mean, I'm not surprised. I here's my take on that. I kind of feel like it's like rather give the player a nice watch and thanking him for a really strong season for us. Yeah. Let me give you this bullshit contract. Let's see if you could actually play it out on a per game basis. That's what I think.
That's good.
I know. I mean, look, let's see if you could play it out on a per game basis. Hell yeah, we're obligated to pay you on a per game basis at this point. And we're obligated to pay you the upfront money because, hey, thank you. Thank you for, you really came through for us these last 2 years. More than we expected. Now I think it's one of those, to be honest with you. I honestly do. Let's see. Let's see if he can continue on his on the way he's playing. Well, we have a special friend with us this evening. Well, we haven't gotten there yet. Besides George, but those.
You're welcome.
Those running backs. I mean, I should be thanking you, George. Thank you very much. Is Ricardo? There's no way you can play all day. That's a great question.
Yeah,
that's a great question.
Oof.
This is a tough question.
Tough one.
I mean, like Jonathan Taylor's got to get right at some point, right? He's got to get right at some point. And on the other hand, you've got a hot hand in Chase Brown coming off of a bye. I'm almost positive that he's going to have a smash game as well. Jonathan Taylor, we're waiting for a smash game.
Yeah, and plus you don't have the quarterback possibly sniping carries at the goal line like Jonathan Taylor does with Richardson. I like Chase Brown.
Yeah, I just hope Jonathan Taylor doesn't wind up smashing because we're expecting him to. So again,
smash though too. So
here's the thing, right? So Derek Goat either traded for Chase Brown or he drafted Chase Brown in the 8th or the 9th round, like your Shepard did in many leagues, like the Commissioner Rhino did in many leagues. And now he's got a conundrum because now you've got your first round running back that's doing crap versus your 8th round running back doing really, really well. we're supposed to start our studs.
If they're not being studly, then you don't start them, though.
So this is what I'm going to suggest. Derek, if this is a must-win game, I gotta go with the hot hand, I think.
Yeah. Especially come off a bye.
But if this is a game that you could afford to lose, and there's probably not too many occasions that you could afford to lose, but if this is a game that you can actually just like take the L, play next week because you're going to the playoffs, you insert Jonathan Taylor, man. Let's see what he does for you. And especially if you can't take both of them, if you can't start both of them. We're sitting Judy. I'm sitting Judy.
I'm sitting Judy.
I'm sitting Judy. Yep. I'm not big on the shadow game. You know I'm not. If there's one situation, maybe two situations where you're going to have a DB that we should worry about, blanketing, shadowing, it's Patrick Surtain.
Mm-hmm.
There's no Cedric Tillman. So you're taking one dude off the field already. Now you're down to, now you're down to Jerry Jeudy, and you're down to, what's his face?
Elijah Moore.
Elijah Moore, who's not a very good outside wide receiver anyway to begin with. He needs to play in the slot. Who do you think Patrick Surtain's going to guard? Cover.
Jeudy.
Jerry Jeudy. It's going to be Jerry Jeudy. That's right, Sniper. Trone Goat. Did you guys see the news? All right, well, see. I can't believe he saw Gibbs' post on social media with the whiteboard in the background with the play calls. Huh? Rhino? Did you guys see the news on Gibbs? A reporter asked Dan Campbell if he saw Gibbs post on social media with the whiteboard in the background with play calls. The coach was pissed. I did not see that, Tron. I did not see that.
Hit him, though, just because he's pissed.
I did not see that, and I would have. I would.
They're trying to lock up freaking number one seed. So they're.
I don't.
He'll have some words, but he's not going to get benched. That'd just be dumb.
You know, the type of culture that they've built there's only one real knucklehead on that team.
Yeah.
Which I'm surprised he's still on the team. Did you see that, by the way? Like that I caught. Like he did like one of those like shoves, James Williams.
Yeah.
He's a knucklehead.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not a fan of him. Like I didn't care. I really didn't care about like the gambling. Like, okay, fine. You're 21 years old. You want to gamble. Like, okay, someone's got to like, kind of like advise you that you can't do that in this league. Fine. But then like you get like weapons charges and you get like the extracurricular activity. He's immature. He's a knucklehead.
Yep. I wouldn't be surprised if he's traded in the off season.
Hello, Tootsie Pop.
How you doing?
You know Tootsie Pop, right?
Do I?
Yeah, you do. Tootsie Pop's a remarkable human being, has navigated her way, at least since I've been on Twitter X, and I've interacted and known of this person and the account. She has brilliantly navigated her way all the way through the maze of bullshit on X and landed herself a nice little gig at the Football Guys. Congratulations.
Oh, Rachel.
Yes, it is Rachel.
Nice. Okay.
Congratulations.
Yeah, congratulations. That's a hell of an accomplishment, man.
Yes, it is. Hell of a writer. So
yeah,
it's
I admire anybody could write, man. I got hit up.
It suits
content for the Rams, and man, I used to write when I was younger, but I couldn't do it, man. I stare at his damn screen for a half hour and then lose my mind.
Yeah, so no, yeah, you paid me a nice compliment the other day regarding writing, and I said, yeah, I mean, I could do. There's writing like like putting a ticker together, and then there's writing an article, like with like A, B, C, D, that type of process. Yeah. Like that's completely different.
How you doing, Mac?
That's a much different writing altogether.
Yeah.
Trongo, would you guys drop Braylon Allen for Kamani Vidal? Again, you're not dropping Braylon Allen if you have Brees.
He doesn't have Brees, though.
If you don't have Brees,
drop him for Vidal.
I think you could. Yeah, I think your probability of getting Kamani Vidal production is going to be, I think, greater. It is now increased more than waiting on like Brees Hall to perhaps go down, or in the off chance that Braylon Allen starts taking the field more and more in the next few. We don't have that type of luxury. We don't have that window anymore. We have a much shorter window. I think.
Is there a way that is there somebody else that he can possibly drop and maybe carry both, though, too?
Oh, that's a different story now. That's a completely different story.
Maybe like a wide receiver 3 that doesn't really get that much action and carry both of them. If you could do that, then I would do that.
If you could get away with that, if you could afford that, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yes.
We're going to go with the Disley Bear. We're going to go with the Disley Bear in Scott Fish Bowl.
Yeah.
Yes. How do I need to put this up again? TEP, Disley. Only this one doesn't say Disley. Quail Goat. There he is. Tony Pollard, Brian Thomas Jr., Darnell Mooney. Start one in the flex. Let's say this is PPR. Probably going to still go with Tony here.
I'm same here.
I'm still going to go with Tony. Tennessee's.
I don't know how healthy Mooney is, for one thing.
Tennessee's playing the Redskins.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going Pollard.
I'm gonna go with Tony Pollard here too. Not Brian Thomas Jr. Although, again, it's a good thing that Trevor Lawrence is back.
But he's still playing hurt though.
And they're still playing the Texans.
Yeah. Yeah, because then Stingley will be on him.
Now that's not Trevor Lawrence's throwing shoulder, by the way.
Oh, it's not?
No. Oh. It's Brock Purdy's throwing shoulder. It's Trevor Lawrence's non-throwing shoulder. Nevertheless, he needs surgery on it, so it can't be that good.
No, it's still painful.
Like he's probably you're not going to want to land on that. How about that? No. But it's still his non-throwing shoulder.
Yeah,
it's kind of. He's a. You want to talk about a dog? He's like that Derek Carr. He's got the Derek Carr dog in him. Like it's damn near hard to like have these guys not play. You gotta be seriously hurt. What's up,
What's up, Mr. G? How you doing? Please like and subscribe.
Mr. G, you got the perfect initial, Mr. Goat. G for Goat. Hey guys, would you start Gus or Adele in flex and PPR? I'm gonna start Tank.
Starting Tank.
I'm gonna start Tank in the flex PPR.
Yeah.
Tank Dell is. It hasn't been the season that we hoped for.
No, but still, I mean, he went 3 for 75 last week. That was, that's pretty decent. No touchdowns, but still, he's likely to hit a home run. I guess Edwards, we already said, isn't a pass catching running back.
That'll suffice. I was going to say something a little different, but that works. That definitely works.
Oof.
In the flex, again, I mean, Tony Pollard is getting full volume. Is he not? Is Tajay Spears really going to eat into that? I don't think so.
No, I
don't think so.
30.
Will Rashad White have a nice little game against the Panthers?
That's
not out of the question.
Tucker snipe a goal line from White or Irving too.
Well, that's gross. It's terrible.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with Tony here.
Going Pollard too.
No, I'm gonna go with Tony. Tony the Tiger. Tony the Titan.
Doing Jose. 2 wide receiver, 1 flex. Puka, Evans, AJ, Mixon.
Well, 2 wide receiver. I mean,
I go Puka and AJ.
I knew you were gonna say that. Puka, you want to do Puka, AJ, and you can't sit Joe Mixon.
Oh, okay. 2 wide receivers and 1 flex.
You can't sit Joe Mixon.
No.
So, I mean, that's the flex. Now you're taking 2 wide receiver out of the 3, out of A.J. Brown, Mike Evans, Puka Nacua.
Well, actually, maybe play Evans, AJ, and Mixon.
I would.
It's hard to sit Puka though.
I would probably play Puka.
Would you?
And AJ.
Okay. Yes.
I would. Although there aren't many options for Baker to throw to in the end zone.
And that's why it makes it hard.
There aren't that many, but there could very well still be the K. Dotton / Rashad White / Tucker.
Plus,
Mike Evans, I think, is okay here to sit in this situation with Puka and AJ. I think it is. Yes, Sniper. Yes.
Well, this is a hard one because Smith is a game time decision. Everything that I've read and stuff, because I have him in my 3 or 4 different leagues, and he's practice limited participant, and he said that he's still not sure because the hammy takes 2 or 3 weeks, and he's been 10 days.
If there's 1, maybe 2 or 3 wide receivers in this league that completely, totally rely on their speed, Devontae Smith is one of them.
Yeah, and I like Ridley more against Washington's defense.
All right, so here's the thing. Nino, if you think that Nick Westbrook-Akine is going to score again this week, you're playing Devontae Smith. If you think that Nick Westbrook-Akine turns back into a pumpkin and they have to go with Calvin Ridley, that's your play. That's the play. Appreciate this question, though, because I'm a big Devontae Smith fan. Yeah, it's lousy. It's lousy. The dude doesn't get injured. That's why. Like, we're not sure how he's going to respond or react. He actually sat out a game. That's odd. In his 4-year career, 3+ seasons. So, I mean, he better be 100% because he relies on his speed, you know. He relies on that speed to separate. What's up, Jeremy? How are you, GOAT? Hey, everybody. Again, we really appreciate you being here on this Saturday, week 13. Start sit Q&A. If you're new to the channel, please give us a like. Please subscribe. Thank you very much. I have been using the Vikings defense all year, but not liking their upcoming schedule.
Yeah.
But what you should like is the fact that they're the number 1 defense versus the rush, I believe. But they haven't been doing that well versus against the pass. Nevertheless, which of these teams would you suggest I pick up, if any? No, not Seattle, Colts, Cards, Texans, Bucks. Texans are solid here.
Yeah, I think Texans or Seattle. There we go.
The Texans here.
Yeah, Texans or Seattle.
Are you dropping the Vikings, though? That's the main thing, though. Because if you're not dropping the Vikings and you're going to add one of these others, better, you got to be certain. If you could add the Texans without having to drop the Vikings, that's a different story. And just make sure that you're dropping somebody that is completely expendable at this point.
Yeah.
Completely expendable, no handcuffs, nothing like that.
McLaurin or JSN this week. I have Jaden Daniels for a stack with McLaurin, but Scary Terry's like the targets scare me.
They scare me too, Chong. They scare the living crap out of me. They've been scaring me. They've only gotten a little bit better this season with the quarterback upgrade. But now, like, again, what we're seeing is, at least what I'm seeing is, like, okay, like, the season takes its toll. The season plays out. The Redskins have already gone above their expectations, and now it's like kind of like it's being corrected. It's kind of the Redskins, the Commanders are like recalibrating. They're recalibrating. Yeah, I agree with you. But right here, I'm gonna go with JSN against the Jets. I am.
Yeah, more volume.
That doesn't scare me.
Speaking of Jaden Daniels, would you play him over Josh Allen?
No.
No.
I don't care what kind of weather it is. And Josh Allen is two positions in one man, one human.
Yeah.
So it doesn't make you're gonna get that rushing utility, even more so in what's expected to be a bad weather environment. So that's what I was trying to say last night, I believe. I think the question involved James Cook, and we were debating, James Cook, especially in a bad weather game. Like, yeah, I get it. I understand that. And yes, we love James Cook. And yes, the talent is there and the upside is definitely there. But here's the thing, even in a poor weather environment, where if it's really coming down in a storm setting,
right?
I don't know. I can't. I couldn't imagine them not using all their assets. That would be Cook, Davis, Johnson, Allen, all four of them.
Yeah.
You're welcome, Mr. G Goat.
You're welcome.
So, Jose, how about this?
I think he's out too.
Well, 5 minutes ago, you didn't think he was out. Now we think he's out.
He said he's a game time decision.
Well, that's bad.
He said that.
Well, that's lousy. Well, that takes care of the answer for our friend over here.
Says
that takes care of our answer. That takes care of. There you go, Nino.
Smith was held out Wednesday's practice, but returned for 2 limited sessions before being listed as questionable. He told reporters on Friday that he still didn't know if he would be able to suit up this week, making a true game time call heading into Sunday.
That's lousy.
Yeah.
God, the Eagles are playing so damn well with the addition of that individual, Saquon, this entire season. It's almost like the Eagles just believe that they could get by without Devontae Smith. And granted, yes, it's a wide receiver. They'd be able to get by if AJ Brown, if it was flipped.
Yeah.
If it was AJ Brown out and not Devontae, they'd be able to get by. Yeah, and they want him healthy. They want this man at full strength. Thank you for that information. That's what the goats do here. Rhino. Now I may have lost my place. No. Although we could congratulate Rachel again. I think Smith. Oh, here we go. Thank you. Bo Callahan. Rhino.
Yeah. Oof. Bo Nix, Murray, or Stafford?
You got Matt Stafford that is down in the Big Easy,
playing indoors
with the small defense. Big Easy, small defense. I know that's a bad joke. That's a really bad joke.
Over my head.
That was a really bad joke. Kyler Murray playing those Vikings DST that are really good against the run, and they're not that good against the pass anymore, or at least they're in a rut against the pass. Look, how can we sit Bo Callahan? Again, the two-way quarterback.
Yeah.
In Sean Payton's system. Seems to be clicking.
He's just been producing week in, week out last 3 weeks.
Seems to be firing. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's a tough. Yeah, 3 good quarterbacks there, man.
Yeah.
I go Bo Nix. Yeah.
I'd suggest maybe, possibly trying to, but the trade deadline, I'm sure, is already passed. If it's Dynasty, it hasn't, though. Oh, it shouldn't have. Better bench stash, Blake Corum or the tank. I already have Justin Herbert, or is that Khalil Herbert stash being a Brown owner. I have space to pick up one of them guys.
I don't know. At some point, McVay's got to start freaking giving Corum some more love. But you know what Tank is, so I have more faith in Tank getting touches than Corum.
We have some evidence with Tank.
Yeah.
But is Derek the Kyron owner? Again, you're gonna between this whole week, well, really last several weeks now, we've been pressing upon the handcuffs. Now, there were certain handcuffs that you didn't necessarily have to. If we're headed to the playoffs, if we're playing in week 15 and you have Kyron Williams, it's got to be Blake Corum as much as it is taking up a spot right now.
Yeah.
If you don't have Kyron Williams, it's not Blake Corum. No, and because we have more evidence. We have more evidence with Tank.
I'm going Tank. Because at one time, their carries are almost 50-50. Today's trade deadline in one of my leagues, and someone traded CMC and Devontae Smith for James Cook and Jennings. Fair collusion.
It's not collusion.
No, it's not collusion. It's fair.
Yeah, I mean, it's about it's not a. Yeah, I mean, the person who's now trading for James Cooks thinks that he's getting a running back. He's buying a running back low. Well, CMC can't get any lower than he has either. No, it's not. It's not a. I don't think it's collusion. Do these two know each other? That's the other question. That's the other question, Tron. Like, I mean, like, are they tight with one another? And like, okay, like if I would, I'll give you 30%. Well, yeah, I don't think it's collusion. No, unless they know each other and something's funny.
Yeah, no, not collusion.
Tron, let me know what happens here. Find out, or tell us, are these guys tight? 15.6 now went up to 18.5. I think he won't play. AJ was averaging 15.6, I guess, PPR, and now it went up to 18.5. I think he won't play. Oh, so you're going with the projection on like either Yahoo or ESPN. So that's how you. I mean, I guess that's one way to go about it. Let's not forget those that are doing that, like, the software / IT, those people, I mean, like, I don't know if they have any better info than we do, but nevertheless, I like where you're going with it, though, Jose. I do.
Just look at the defenses who like.
It's almost like, so it's almost like, okay, like, and when their sleeper has like jacked up Kamani Vidal's like projected points, I get it. Okay, I like that though, Jose Goat. I like the way you're playing. 1 QB for week 14. Yeah, you do.
Love.
Yeah, take a look at these matchups, man. It depends on the matchup. It really does. We could do.
Stafford's not a bad play either, but
we could do it right now.
Jordan Love is out there in any league right now for
give me week 15. 1 sec. Right? He said next week. My apologies. Next week. Week 14. Oh, this thing is just so. This is the worst thing. The worst site.
So, Love plays week 14: Detroit, Seattle, New Orleans, Minnesota, Cincinnati. His last 5 games. Stafford. Stafford's last. New Orleans, Buffalo, San Francisco, Jets, Arizona, Seattle.
Next week, Love plays the Lions. Not that fantastic, unfortunately. Not that fantastic. Not terrible.
Win game.
Not terrible, not fantastic. Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold. Vikings. Come on. That's not a bad matchup. Falcons. And then Stafford and the Rams. At home for Buffalo. I think your best bet's
Caleb Williams has San Francisco, Minnesota, Detroit, Seattle, and at Green Bay.
Week 14. Week 14, the Bears are in San Fran. I'm going to rule that out.
Yeah.
Making his debut as a rookie in Santa Clara. I'm not going to take Caleb Williams there. Although they retained the offensive coordinator at this time, who the hell is the head coach?
He has good chance of being the head coach too.
He does have a good chance of being the head coach. We should talk about that more later. I mean, or tomorrow, more about the Bears.
I'm all about that. I'm a Thomas Brown fan, so
considering they're almost they played. Yeah, we probably won't talk about them tomorrow. We won't, Sniper. What we will talk about is how your team is doing.
So I'm going Love. I like Love.
Oh, I'm going to take Darnold for week 14.
Would you?
Yeah.
All right.
Against the Falcons. I'm going to take Darnold at home versus the Atlanta Falcons. That's who I'm taking. I wouldn't take Caleb on the road. I wouldn't take Jordan Love playing the Lions on the road. I wouldn't do that one. Yeah, Jose, it's Lamar. Appreciate you, Jose Goat. Keep it coming, baby. But I got the space. No, I'm not the owner, but I got the space. Yes, you do. Yes, you do, Buck. These 8-man leagues make decisions tougher. I could drop. Well, or you can pull off the Rhino move. Do you have the IR?
Yeah, if the IR, then put my IR.
Yeah. If you have the IR, do that. Move them to the IR. You have a free ad. If you don't have the IR, you could definitely drop them. Because again, if you missed it, earlier, Jeremy. We were saying, even if he miraculously returns week 17, comes off of IR for the Chargers in week 17, would you trust that for your championship week? I mean, I wouldn't. I wouldn't.
No.
But that's just it. I mean, the Chargers are in kind of like a nice situation right now, but if they lose the next 3 games, they're going to find themselves on the outside looking in. Who's to say that they may not even activate this dude if they're not playoff bound? Or Mario Love, since I have no Knicks to make room for other than thanks, guys. These 8-man leagues make decisions tougher. Yeah, you could drop JK now that he's on the IR, or which Murray, Kyler Murray or Jordan Love, since I have Knicks. I don't want to drop Kyler Murray or Jordan Love for Knicks. I want a backup, at least carrying yourself. Well, you don't have Knicks next week, right? The Broncos, week 14?
I believe so. There's so many teams next week.
You don't have Bo Callahan, Knicks, Jeremy next week, so you're going to need one of those dudes. Please consider that.
Yeah.
Please consider that. Get rid of JK, but you can't drop Kyler Murray or Jordan Love at this time.
No. Not at all.
Oh, shit. Sorry, Christian. Where is it? My apologies, Goat. Who would you start? Rashad White or Gus Edwards? I'm going to start Rashad White.
I'm starting White too
against the Carolina Panthers. This is a game that I feel we're gonna get a little bit of a bounce back, if you will. I know Bucky's been doing great. Bucky is very talented. Bucky is a early down, in between, explosive running back. He's got all those. But this is the perfect game, perfect storm where we could get both of these guys tomorrow to do well. Gus Edwards in the flex, only in a flex situation, and you have to be so freaking confident that Gus Edwards is actually going to score and get you a touchdown.
Yeah.
Can you say that? Can we say that?
No.
In Atlanta, they just act. I mean, we knew they were going to have to do some things, but I mean, I think that Gus Edwards is going to play. He will probably take the majority of the snaps. This is not a bell cow type of usage situation.
No.
Nor is it with Rashad White, though.
I think there's more upside to White with the pass catching.
You've got that pass catching utility, correct? Absolutely. Right, Tron?
And sorry, and thank you for letting us know we skipped your question. If we ever skip any of your questions, let us know.
Yeah, if we skip the question, it's not likely that we skip you chatting that you skipped our question. Like we're gonna get one of them. Today is the trade deadline in one of my leagues.
Yeah, we did this one already.
So how did I get that? Oh, my bad. Oh yeah, I know why. I had to go find this question. That's why. Pick up Shakir. It's not Judy. No.
Don't drop Andrews because if something happens to Bowers.
You can pick up. Okay, fine. You could pick up Shakir as long as he's not starting this week.
Yeah.
Plus, you got Keon Coleman coming back. Plus, you got Amari Cooper coming back. I would think that Shakir would probably see more of the field than Keon, a little bit more, but so. But again, not this week. I don't drop Andrews. I mean, you Ravens next week, right? Next week, Ravens are off. Mm-hmm. You've got Bowers. If you want another wide receiver, you go get yourself Shakir.
Then what happens if Bowers gets hurt? And then there's no other viable tight end they could pick up. That's why I went drop Andrews.
You can most likely
safety net, man.
You could get you.
We will never agree. We will never agree on the tight end position. He likes to throw them away. I don't.
I mean, it's not a matter of throwing them away. It's like there's only a few of them that are like
right. If it's not like a bottom 15 tight end that he would drop. Andrews is a top 10. You can't drop a top 10 tight end.
No. If Tron thinks that he needs to. If Quill thinks that he needs to have like a backup wide receiver 5 on roster versus having the tight end 2, a backup tight end, where in week 15 we're going to have to figure out whether we want to put Mark Andrews in the flex, because that's what we're really talking about now. Not week 14 because he's off. Week 15.
I'm talking about the safety net.
Week 15. And a safety net.
Because somebody will pick him up right away.
Both. Yes, absolutely. Whoever's using freaking whoever's starting Evan Ingram would pick up Mark Andrews. Yeah, something like that, of course. Without question. Without question. I'm okay with it if you think you really need that wide receiver. Knowing that you have Bowers, you don't have Mark Andrews next week. What I do want to, at least we're on record, Rhino is voicing the concern of like, what if hypothetically Jack Bowers goes down in week 15? Now you're scrambling for like the next Jonnu Smith, which isn't happening. I get that. My point making is, if you are going to hold on to him, right? Come week 15, when Mark Andrews is playing someone, when the Ravens are playing their opponent, I feel you're going to be asking, should I start Khalil Shakir? Should I start this dude or Mark Andrews in the flex? Because we know that Bowers is your starting tight end. So again, if we want to play that type of mix and matchup, you can hold on to him. If you want a backup wide receiver, by all means. If you want your wide receiver 5 or 4, wide receiver 4, I would want the dude that plays for the Bills and Josh Allen over Jerry. Jerry's met his quota anyway. I mean, it's not a very good matchup this week. They've met their quota. Cedric Tillman should be back next week, so that adds more of a question mark to it. It's collusion. It's not. There is no collusion. We don't think there's collusion.
No.
Ha! Oh boy. Of course it does. It means having they activated him and they didn't activate like a Banacana. They should have 3 running backs.
But Kaneen, whatever, how he says that he's also a kickoff returner, isn't he? I believe.
Who knows with them? Who knows? There are a couple of teams that I have Breece Hall without Braylon Allen. There are a couple of teams with Breece Hall with Braylon Allen. So it's just like, all right, it's either gonna go up in smoke, or I'm gonna be doing one of those famous those moonwalks, right? I'm gonna be doing one of those famous moonwalks for you.
Yep.
All right, guys, we are coming up on 9:05. 9:05. We'll take a few more here, and then We really appreciate all of you for joining us this evening. If you like what you've seen out of us in terms of fantasy advice, fantasy entertainment, please like us and subscribe to our channel. Yeah, love. What's up, forever goat? Sup, fellas? Yeah, we're not big on them though. I honestly, I honestly don't like him. I do want to start him because of the revenge. Yeah, the revenge. I'm afraid of. Yeah.
And he might lose his temper and throw a fist and get kicked out of the game because he's that kind of a player.
Which one, Judy?
Yeah. I like Etienne. MVS too against the Rams.
They've had a week to like kind of sort things out, kind of like, maybe work on some things. Him, his quarterback, install different plays for him as opposed to just that damn vertical deep ball.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not crazy. It's definitely a dart throw.
Yeah, it's a hit or miss.
It's definitely a dart throw. Why wouldn't we go with ETN here?
Yeah, ETN is more volume.
Or Chubb.
Denver's run defense is pretty good, but
yeah, Chubb, I get it.
He can run for 54 yards and have 2 touchdowns though too. So,
Yeah, I don't like Jerry here at all.
No. Yeah, I like getting out of all of these just some pure volume.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ETN here. I think that's where we're safe.
Yep.
Easy check downs to Travis Etienne. Maybe just maybe they'll get him. He'll find running lanes. Try to keep Tank off the field.
Yeah.
That's the other thing. He's still sharing. He's sharing the backfield too, but nevertheless.
All right, Chuba Hubbard, Sheen White.
Hard to sit Chuba Hubbard. Same game, Rashad White, Khalil Shakir. Well, not Shakir. We're going to take one of the running backs. If it's PPR, it's Rashad White. Although it's damn hard to sit Chuba Hubbard. Damn hard. I'm not. Are you concerned that Jonathan Brooks might get more carries, more snaps tomorrow? I'm not. I mean, can't get any worse than 6.
No.
I think it'll stay between 6 and 10.
Coming in slowly, jeez.
I think it'll stay between 6 and 10 touches total, something along those lines. I can't see them taking Chuba Hubbard off the field.
No, I like Chuba.
I think, yeah. I would continue to roll with the hot hand. This dude's having a remarkable season and a half almost.
Yeah.
Yeah. We like Rashad White too, if in a flex situation or a really low RB2. Better for flex. Because again, Bucky's just eating into that what was full volume, 100% of the snaps, or 89% of the snaps. Khalil Shakir, again, that's a good bench start. Bench stash right now.
Going Pollard in this scenario.
Yeah, I'm not going to start him. Until we see the Bills use him a little bit differently. But they're not going to use him a little bit differently either. Keon Coleman's coming back. Amari Cooper's coming back. It's going to be tough for Shakir to get the requisite.
Right.
He's not going to get the requisite targets. Khalil Shakir is one of these boom busts. He's in that J-Mo category. He's in this Nick Westbrook category. He's a step above those guys.
Yep.
He is. He's a step above them, but he's in that category. Who the hell wants 80 yards on 4 catches? I mean, if you need 12 points, it's okay.
Yeah.
You're not gonna, it's much better. It's much better with the additional 6. Non-PPR start 1.
I'm going Pollard.
A lot of Rashad. Is it because we have a Buccaneer running back in our art this week? It's got to be. No, it's not. It's not. Thiago remains undefeated. Non-PPRs.
I'm going Pollard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me too. Although they're both very good PPR or half PPR or half PPR. You know, it's almost
Pollard's not sharing the backfield with 2 other people.
Are you we buy Holmes goat? Are you sure you don't have Gus Edwards? Because he'd be perfect for this situation. Perfect. All right, guys. Live wire. Live goat. What's up?
Kyler versus Minnesota or
Joe Shiesty.
I'm going Burrow.
Joe Shiesty.
Yeah.
I don't give a crap who Joe Shiesty's playing. Man's throwing like 35, 40 times a game.
And a must win too. They need to win out.
They definitely need to win out. Their defense stinks. So they're always playing from behind.
That's an understatement.
He's throwing to his running back. He's throwing. Joe Burrow, didn't I say last night? If the Bengals had a few more wins, he'd be in the MVP conversation.
Oh, yes, he would be. Yeah.
He'd have to be. But because that team and that defense is just trash, he's not in that conversation. He should be. Maybe next season the sniper will draft Joe Shiesty.
Sutton or Pickens, full PPR is legit a coin flip for me. I don't know.
It's a coin flip for me, Johnny.
Yeah.
It's a coin flip for me. You've got big playability out of Curious George.
Probably because of Cincinnati's defense sucking ass. I'd probably go Pickens in this, but it is a coin toss.
I think you've got more mouths to feed with the Broncos and that offense and how they're humming right now. You got more mouths to feed. I mean, would it be out of the question if we saw this guy, Veal, get in the end zone, find his first career touchdown? It wouldn't be out of the question.
Nuh-uh. Or my boy, Little Jordan Humphrey.
Have a little Jordan. That's right.
Yeah.
We have a little Jordan in there. There are so many mouths to feed. The good news is Cortland Sutton is at the pecking order at the top of it. So that's good news.
But there's less mouths to feed with Pickens.
Less mouths to feed with Curious George. That's right.
Yeah.
That's right, Johnny Goat. That's right, Johnny Goat.
All right.
Quail Goat. Yeah, I can pick up Shakira, Judy, Bodie. You know, here's the thing, Quail. We're gonna pick up. Let's say we pick up Judy tomorrow. Are you starting Judy tomorrow? Because I'm gonna say don't start Judy tomorrow. Yeah. If you pick up Shakir, okay, fine. You pick up Shakir. You're not starting Shakir tomorrow, but you may want Shakir in week 14 when you have some holes to fill. Yeah, okay. Darnell Mooney, same thing. Darnell Mooney should not be available right now, as a matter of fact. Although I kind of feel like we're recalibrating on Darnell Mooney, and more will be revealed after tomorrow with that, Commissioner Rhino. I think we're gonna be. I think the market's gonna correct itself with Darnell Mooney. I don't think he's gonna have. Unfortunately. He's already scored well more than he was ever expected to.
Yeah.
He's gotten his fantasy managers fantastic success this season. I'm not sure if you could continue to ride that in weeks 13, week 14, and the playoffs. I'm not sure. We have to see. Let's see how he is tomorrow. I'm not just going to close the door on it. Slam the book.
I'm going Pickens in London.
Oh, Drake.
How you doing, Simp?
Simp Goat.
Please like and subscribe, everybody.
Simp Goat. It's Drake.
Yeah, Pickens in London.
It's Sniper's favorite rapper, Drake. Oh, look who it is! Also, we got the Frog Goat.
No, you're not crazy for doing that. Not at all. And it sucks for me to say that. It hurts. But just the weather conditions and
I think you're gonna get a better fantasy day out of Taysom.
Yeah.
Well, and that's the end of it. And you could close the book on that one. He's finished after this week.
Yeah,
folks.
And for me or him to say that, it takes a lot.
Folks, if it's week 15, well, no, next week, if there are any Taysom Hill questions, we're not answering them.
We'll answer them.
I'm just joking.
All right, last question.
Yeah. We'll wrap it up. We really appreciate everybody being here this evening.
Again,
we wish you nothing but the absolute best successes tomorrow. Tomorrow night, by the way, we'll be live. We'll be live with the fantasy recap show. Me and the commissioner, that handsome gentleman right over there. We'll be on tomorrow at 7:30.
Yep.
Gus Edwards to come on right now on waivers. Both of them on waivers. I could drop Kareem.
I want to drop Kareem Hunt.
Rather me play Gus. No. So they're both available. He's got Kareem the Dream, who already played. He could drop Kareem that's already played, which kind of you shouldn't be able to do. But again, if your league allows it, if the setting allows it, permits it, then far be me to say, don't do that because it's kind of against protocols.
Yeah.
If you could do it, you could do it. Nevertheless, rather me play Gus over. It wouldn't be over Rachaad White, and it wouldn't be over Tony Pollard. Rather me play Gus non-PPR.
I still think Pollard will.
Yeah, I still don't. Yeah. I still think we have a better shot of getting a touchdown with Tony Pollard than we do with Gus Edwards. That's right. That's not to say, though, it still brings up the first portion, which is what I think I may be getting stuck on a little bit. Would you drop Kareem for him, though? What do we think of Isaiah Pacheco? We know that he had a little bit more usage than Isaiah Pacheco yesterday, but I don't know if it's going to continue like that.
No.
They're probably going to ramp him up, but they're going to ramp him up, and Isaiah Pacheco will probably be full strength, full go week 20.
But still, you probably like 60-40 split.
Week 20 when we're setting DFS lineups, more lineups. By the way, we have a DFS lineup that's up on our channel.
Yeah, please check it out.
Catch the Commissioner Rhino and AB put together a fire lineup. I put together a lineup also, by the way, real late last night.
Nice.
Yeah, it's my version of a test. I know. I know what you're thinking. I'm a jackass.
No.
If it's non-PPR, we want Kareem there, though. We want Kareem. I want Kareem on my team right now. I know Gus Edwards. We know that Gus Edwards is like a non-PPR hero. He is. He's an absolute stud for non-PPR.
But I'm not playing Gus Edwards or Pollard or Kareem.
I don't want to. Yeah. I don't want to drop Kareem right now either.
Yeah.
I know you don't. You like some rap, actually. I think you like some rap. You may not like Drake and his full assortment of rap.
I was in a rap contest once when I was younger.
I don't know about that, though, Jose. I don't know if Hunt is droppable.
No. Because if you think about, I've said this before, he's gonna be Jerry McKinnon 2.0.
Right. So it's not that we're suggesting this because we think Isaiah Pacheco is going to have a setback. It's not that.
No.
I just think that he, in this offense and how he's performed throughout this entire course of Pacheco's, inactivity, right? That he doesn't stand to lose that much more time than I feel like they're gonna share the rock. Start ETN or Chubb.
Or McConkey or Mooney was right there above him. I'm starting McConkey over Mooney.
So would I.
And I'd start ETN over Chubb.
And I'm not sure we would be saying that if we're not positive on how Darnell is going to play tomorrow. We're not sure about that. Coming out of the bye, coming off of a little bit of an injury, we're not sure. And B, if we didn't see Quentin Johnson return to his frying pan days of last season, dropping balls all over the place. So it's a combination. But because of the latter that occurred last week, and then Darnell Mooney, I like Ladd here. I like Ladd for sure.
I like ETN over Chubb.
In a PPR, yeah. All right, guys. Great stuff. We'll be back to
appreciate you guys coming in.
We'll be back to Yeah. We'll be back tomorrow night, 7:30, 7:20, for the fantasy recap. We'll talk about everything that we see unfold. Going to see unfold. That's the word I'm looking for. Going to see unfold. Appreciate you all being here. Commissioner Rhino, have a wonderful rest of your evening.
You too, brother.
Thank you very much.
Watch a little Survivor Series, a little wrestling.
Yeah, I like the Ultimate Warrior.
Yeah.
That's it. No more Ultimate Warrior.